What's up, flamethrowers? It is me, Flame the Dragonhog here, and welcome to another installment of Ask the Sonic Crew. That is right, guys, we are back with it. And guys, I have brought on 6 guests have I been waiting to bring on for a absolutely long time. But I had to wait to bring them on because they were pretty busy in their universe. But they're finally here. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you a singing group that has been, making us smile for I don't know how long, for generations apparently. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Chipmunks. And of course, the Chipettes are also here too. The Chipmunks and the Chipettes, they're here. They actually took time from their busy schedule because after all, it is summer and, beach parties and all that other stuff. So they just decided to take time out and spend the summer here. Well, not really here, but I did give them a dimensional portal so that way they can, come back and forth from Mobius to their world and all sorts of things. Anywho, guys, let me introduce everybody, starting with the ladies, obviously, because, ladies first. Okay, so first up we have is the pretty girl in pink. She's the pretty girl in pink. She pretty much is the leader of the Chipettes. She is a fashion trait. She's also the principal's assistant in the 2015 cartoon, and in live action, she is also very spunky, sassy, and also a really good singer. And also in the 90s cartoon, she is just trying to fit in and be popular and all sorts of things, but she's still popular no matter what era she's in. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the pretty girl in pink, Brittany Miller. We got Brittany Miller up in here, and let me just tell you guys, she is my 100% favorite Chipette. So go ahead, Brittany, say hi to everybody.
Hello everyone, it's me, Brittany, the beautiful girl in pink, and of course the leader of the Chipettes. It's really nice to meet you.
Yeah, so how you been doing, Brittany?
I've been doing fine.
Okay, great. Anyway, next up we have is the smartest member of the Chipettes. She isn't as smart as Simon, but she is really smart. In the 2015 cartoon, she is known as an activist. She loves magic, and of course, she loves, singing, and she doesn't do much inventing, but she is a really good inventor. And in the 90s cartoon, she's known for being a little bit clumsy. Well, she is clumsy regardless. But anyway, she's known for, being a genius and very, very cute and stuff. And in the live action movie, she actually got a taste of what it's like to be the pretty one, especially in the 3rd live action movie. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the girl in purple. It is Jeanette. Go ahead, Jeanette, say hi.
Hi everyone. It's really nice to meet you.
Ah, man, isn't she cute? How are you doing, Jeanette?
I've been doing well. It's just that, now that summer's here, I got like a whole mess of makeup homework to do.
Why? I mean, you're the smartest kid in your school. I mean, shouldn't you not be able to make it up?
Well, it's just that we've been booked with a whole mess of shows.
Oh, I see. Well, at least you'll get it done with a little bit of help from Simon. Anyway, and next up we have is the smallest member of the Chipettes. She loves wearing seafoam or light green, whichever one. She absolutely loves, being a tough, she's tough, she's powerful in some ways. She's tough, she's powerful. She also, really, and I repeat, loves playing soccer in both the 2015 cartoon and in the 90s cartoon. And also, in both of them. She loves cooking. She loves cooking and, and eating food. And in the live action movie, she absolutely she loves making things. And again, she loves eating food, I guess. But anywho, she is tough as nails, ladies and gentlemen. And may I present to you the tough girl of the Chipettes. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Miss Eleanor Miller. How are you doing today, Eleanor?
I've been doing well. And you?
I've been doing fine. I mean, I've been working on my soccer skills. And I've been playing lots of baseball. By the way, guys, just to let you know, Eleanor, she's really talented in any type of sport. But she mainly specializes in, soccer. She mainly specializes in that. So, yeah. Anywho, that's the Chipettes. Anywho, guys, we're moving on to the Chipmunks, finally. Oh, boy. Anyway, first up we have is the smallest member of the Chipmunks. He loves eating food, he loves cooking food, and he just loves having a good time sometimes. He's not as smart as both his brothers, but he is well aware of some things. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the younger brother of the Chipmunks. It is Theodore. That's right, guys. I got Theodore here with us. Anyway, go ahead. Say hi, Theodore.
Hi, I'm Theodore.
Oh, boy. He's a little bit quiet because he's a little bit shy, guys, but it's okay. Anyway, Theodore, how you been doing?
I've been doing fine.
Aw. Okay. Anyway, next up we have is the smartest member of the Chipmunks. He is an inventor. He's an inventor, an engineer, and of course, he always tries his best to, keep Alvin out of trouble. He's the big boy in blue. He's not as, athletic like Alvin, but he does sometimes try his best at some things. Anywho, may I present to you guys Simon Seville. Anyway, go ahead, Simon. Say hi.
It's really nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, Simon. How you been doing?
I've been doing fine.
Okay, good. Anyway, last but not least, guys, we have the troublemaker of the Chipmunks. He is, he loves wearing red with that great big yellow A on his chest. He loves doing all sorts of things involving music, skateboarding, sports, and of course impressing girls. But the one thing he is really good at, it's getting into trouble, just trying to, live his life and not be bored. And of course, like I said before, he's the troublemaker. He always gets in trouble. He always does. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Alvin Seville. That's right, guys. We got Alvin here. Go ahead, Alvin. Say hi.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Alvin Seville. The most awesome chipmunk there is.
Oh, God. Anywho, thanks for coming by here, guys. And of course, guys, we are going to be answering, you guys are going to be answering questions asked by the fans here. And of course, guys, to help me out here, I actually have somebody that comes all the way from the Alvin and the Chipmunk universe. He actually knows the Chipmunks and the Chipettes very, very well because he practically raised them, mainly the boys, but he did actually have a hand at raising the girls in a way. Anyway, guys, you guys know him, you guys love him, and he also is the manager of the Chipmunks. He also is their care provider and guardian, and of course, their full-blown dad. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Dave. That's right, guys, I got Dave here.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm David Seville.
Yeah, it's really nice to meet you too, Dave. So, how you been doing?
I've been doing well. Just making lots of new songs for many different artists, including my boys, and of course, the girls. Anyway, so who are you anyway?
I'm Flame the Dragon Hog. I actually know the boys and the girls. We go back a long, long way.
Oh, really? How long?
Well, we're about to ask that. Okay, so guys, since this is your first time here, let me explain what's happening. All you have to do is just answer the questions the best way that you can. Anyway, there's also 3 types of group questions that's going to be coming up, which is a group question for the boys, a group question for the girls, and a question for all 6 of you. Alright, so let us begin with the question. And now, guys, may I present to you guys Ask the Sonic Crew featuring the Chipmunks and the Chipettes. Anywho, let us begin. Let us begin with the first question. And of course, it's for Alvin. Okay, Alvin, this question here is for you. Oh, I almost forgot to say this, guys. Believe it or not, this version of the Chipmunks is the 2015 version of them, but they do have the memories of all their past selves, which means they remember stuff from their live action, their 90s, and their 50s cartoon, even though the Chipettes weren't in the 50s, but it's okay. But anyway, again, this question here is for Alvin, so this question here is for you. Alvin, how did you feel when you actually stood up your brothers during that battle of the bands just to go play that football game? How did you feel?
To tell you the truth, I actually, I somewhat regretted it because I never realized how much the boys really needed me.
Obviously, I mean, think about it. It's just like what Theodore said. You can't only have 2 little pigs. You can't have only 2 musketeers, so you know you can't have only 2 chipmunks. Obviously.
Yeah, I know that now. Sorry, boys.
Well, at least you did learn your lesson. Yep, at least you did learn your lesson. Especially after when Brittany scolded you, saying you only care about nobody but yourself. And that really did get you thinking.
Yeah, it really did.
Okay. Well, anyway, thanks for answering that question, Alvin. Okay, Dave, can you ask Simon his question?
Right. Let's see. Here we go. To Simon, how often do you try and keep Alvin out of trouble?
A lot of times. I'm always trying to keep Alvin out of trouble. I always am.
Like, how often?
All the time. Like, especially when Dave tells him not to do something. And what does he do? He always, disobeys him sometimes.
I see. Well, at least look at the bright side. At least Alvin learned his lesson in the past.
Yeah, after when he gets grounded.
Yeah, getting grounded is not a good thing. Definitely not a good thing. Anywho, Theodore, this question here is for you. Theodore. So, Theodore, is it true that you almost died in the fourth live action movie?
Yeah, somewhat. You see, after when me, Alvin, and Simon, and Miles, we went to, Miami to stop Dave from proposing. And Miles, he was really, bummed out at the fact that, we weren't going to be a family, so he just left. And as he was walking across the street, he somewhat kinda had his headphones in and was about to get hit by a car. So I jumped out of the way and I got hit by the car. It was just really bad.
Yikes. But at least you're okay now, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I really am fine. It takes a lot to keep this chipmunk down.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad that you're safe, Theodore.
Oh my, that actually happened?
Yeah, Dave, it actually did. But I'm fine, don't worry.
Okay, anyway, we got a group question here for the boys. we got a group question here for the boys. So, boys, which song did you guys really enjoy singing the most? Like, out of all your songs. Alvin, you can start.
Well, I really enjoyed singing, Captain Chipmunk from the Valentine's Day episode.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode. That was when you got That's when you got hypnotized into a very suave Casanova, and you keep going out with Brittany every 5 minutes. It's too funny. It was too funny. But then you did learn your lesson, right?
Yeah, in the form of cleaning up Brittany's house.
Yikes. Okay, Simon, what about you?
Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to go with, Shout.
Oh, that's a good song. That's a good song. And I don't remember you singing that song.
It was in one of our soundtracks. But anyway, yeah, I just love that song. It's just really lively. It's just really cool.
Okay. And what about you, Theodore? Which song did you like singing?
I definitely liked singing Ice Cream Dream. That's a really great song. And it was a really great single for me.
Yeah, because not that many of you actually have many different singles. Anywho, thanks for answering those questions, boys. Now it's on to the girls. Okay, girls. Brittany, this question here is for you. Brittany, why is it that you don't like green at all? Why is it that you don't like green? I mean, I know it's not your favorite color or anything, but why is it that you don't like green at all?
Well, obviously, I just don't like it. I mean, it just doesn't speak to me. I mean, sure, Eleanor and Theodore, they wear green a lot, but when it comes to green, there's just certain times where you can wear it, but I just don't see it. I really don't like wearing green. I just don't. Especially during that time, during, Cinderella, that episode. I wore green. Well, I somewhat wore green. I really didn't like it. I really don't like wearing green.
Well, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wearing green. I mean, I like wearing green sometimes. I think green is a great color, but yeah, you do have a point there. There is some times where, you can't wear green all the time. Because, don't get me wrong, like I said before, green is a really nice color, but yeah, I guess if you think about it, you don't want to wear green all the time, right?
Yeah, I mean, that may work out for Theodore and Eleanor, but not me.
Okay, I get that. Anyway, next up is Jeanette. Okay, Jeanette, this question here is for you. In Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Chipwreck, how close were you to Simon's alter ego, Simone? Oh my gosh, that was definitely funny. Okay, anyway, go ahead and answer your question.
Well, to tell you the truth, I was really flattered. Because for once in my life, somebody actually thinks that I'm actually pretty. I mean, sure, most people think that Brittany is the most pretty one, but for once, the spotlight was on me. I was really happy for once. That is, until, Simon got turned back to normal. Not that I didn't want him to go back to normal. It's just that, I was really, really happy that, Simon got turned back to normal. But, it would be kind of nice to, see Simone again.
Yikes. Simon, you might want to get bit by a spider again.
Absolutely not happening. I'm not getting bit by that spider again.
I'm kidding. Anyway, thanks for answering that question, Jeanette. Okay, Eleanor, this question here is for you. Oh, sorry, Dave. I somewhat kind of took questions away from you. I'm sorry. Oh, no. It's fine. But thank you for letting me ask this question. Okay, let's see. Here we go. To Eleanor, how did you feel when Theodore told you in the squeakquel he likes you just the way you are, when Ian tried to make you wear those platform shoes?
Oh, those. Well, I was really happy to know that, Theodore really likes me. I mean, for just who I am, and not who I wanted to be. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ian, he was just the worst. He was the worst.
Yeah. Ugh. So, yeah, I'm just glad that, Theodore made you see that you don't have to pretend to be something that you're not so, you can be somebody wants you to be. Just stand out, be yourself, and if somebody tells you that don't do this and all that stuff, tell them off. Anyway, girls, this group question is for you. So, out of all the songs that you guys sung, which one do you like the best? Brittany, you start.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to go with, our cover of Beyonce's Single Ladies. That's our signature song, after all.
Yeah, that is true. It is your signature song, and you guys killed it during that, Battle of the Bands. You guys killed it. You guys were awesome. Anyway, Jeanette, what about you?
Let me think. I think I'm gonna have to go with Supergirls.
Ooh, that's a good song. I heard that one.
Yeah, because you see, that actually put a whole lot of the spotlight on me. Because, I was too busy making all this superhero stuff for me and the girls. It was just really nice to, have my work recognized.
Yeah, with a little bit of help from Simon. And last but not least, Eleanor, this question here is for you. Which song did you like singing?
I'm definitely gonna have to go with Champions. That song was definitely great. And it just gets you so pumped up to do some sports.
Yeah, that is definitely great. That is a really great song. Okay, so now we're on to the group question that involves all 6 of you. Oh boy. Now, on this question here, everybody in my comment section has been asking, how did you guys meet Flame the Dragon Hog? Well, that question, it's a bit of a story. If you guys have popcorn and snacks, good for you, because you might want to eat some. Anyway, as I was traveling to many different dimensions, guys, I stumbled across this weird dimension. It almost looked like the human world. However, I felt a little bit strange. I looked down, and I found myself a few inches shorter. And I was wearing weird clothes and stuff. My voice was high, and things were just weird. So I started walking down the street, exploring things, until I saw walking, talking creatures that sort of looked like me. And then they came up to me, and then they were surprised to see that I was a chipmunk. I introduced myself, and they said that their names was the Chipmunks and the Chipettes. They were actually surprised because they didn't know that there was any more walking, talking chipmunks like them around here. And that's how we met. Believe it or not, I actually joined their group for a little bit. So I was like an honorary member of the Chipmunks. Singing and singing with them. And let me just tell you guys, when all 7 of us sing, it's just wow. It's just whew. When all 7 of us sing, it's just amazing. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Odd number of chipmunks, I know. But, hey, at least it was all good. Anywho, after when I revealed to them who I really was, they were actually surprised, and they wished that, they could come back with me. But I told them, nah, they can't. But I told them that if they ever want to see me again, they just have to press this button, and a portal can open, and it will take them to my world. It was just really great. And that's how the Chipmunks and I met.
Yeah, I remember that.
You really do, Brittany?
Yeah, because you see, you actually helped me out with some of the clothes that I wear.
Yeah, because I did actually help Brittany out with her fashion trait and stuff. And I even helped Jeanette help clean up the park. And also, build her lots of things. And I even assist Eleanor in a soccer match. She was really impressed with me. And same thing with Theodore. I even helped him do some cooking for a party. And I even helped Simon with his inventions. And I helped him, learn more about my world. And last but not least, with Alvin, I taught him some cool skateboard tricks that I did with my extreme gear.
Which reminds me, you really do need to give me some.
What the heck, Alvin? I honestly don't know what the heck you're going to do with a hoverboard. I mean, that's pretty much what my extreme gear is, a hoverboard. But I honestly don't know what the heck you're going to do with it. But anyway, yeah, guys, that's how I met them. And guys, I even, believe it or not, guys, I actually, met them way, way back when the Chipmunks were in the 50s. And then I went back to them. Then I went back to them way later on in the future, around the 90s. And that's when I met them and the Chipettes. It was pretty crazy. And then I went back again for many years in the future, and then I made it to 2007. That's when I met the live action versions of them. And now, many years later, here we are, me meeting the 2015 version of them. But they're all still the same Chipmunk and Chipettes. They're all still the same. Anyway, yep, that's how we all met. And we are actually really good friends. I promised them that one of these days that, I was going to take them back here. But, of course, with their busy schedule and plus, Dave over here, it's kind of hard for me. It is kind of hard for me.
Well, I guess maybe it would be kind of nice to have the boys and the girls, stay here for a little while and study and stuff. I mean, how advanced is your schools?
Very advanced, trust me.
Well, I guess they can stay for a little bit. But, Simon, do you still have that portal gun?
Yes, Dave, I do.
Great. So, when you guys are done, you can always come back home.
Okay, well, anyway, that wraps up that first group question. Alright, Alvin, this question here is for you. Alright. Oh, hold up. Phew! Excuse me, sorry about that. Whew! Okay, anyway, Alvin, this question here is for you. Alright. So, Alvin, in the episode A is for Alien, how weirded out were you when you were thinking that, there were aliens in your school?
I was actually really weirded out, but turns out they were just using the school for an alien movie.
Yeah, that was pretty weird. I mean, you even got Simon involved in it.
Yes, and it led us to detention. I still haven't forgiven you for that, Alvin. What? I mean, it wasn't my fault. It somewhat was your fault, thinking that there were aliens in our school. What?
Alvin, for the past years, you always been thinking that, aliens and monsters and all sorts of creatures existed.
Well, they did somewhat exist. Remember those 2 movies that we made? Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein, and Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman?
Well, yeah, but... Okay, props for you for that. But in reality, there is no such things as monsters, okay? But I guess you were right. The 2 movies, Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein and Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman, they did definitely count as, monster movies and stuff, okay? That did definitely count as monster movies. Oh boy. Anyway, thanks for answering that question, Alvin. Okay, so this question here is for Simon. Dave, go ahead and ask it.
Right. Let's see. Here we go. So, Simon, this question here is for you. How often does your inventions always work out?
Not that good. Because sometimes I feel like that, I'm creating something that can easily destroy us. I mean, remember the pizza drones that we made?
Oh yeah, I remember that episode. You made like dozens and dozens and dozens of pizza drones, only so that way they'll take over the city. That was definitely crazy. Or what about the time you made that black hole thing and the world almost got sucked into a black hole? That was weird as well. Or what about this one? Or what about this one time where let me think. What was one other time you actually created a disaster machine? Oh yeah, remember that one time you actually made that machine that made Jeanette and Alvin switch bodies? That was weird. That was okay. I know the title of the episode was called Wacky Wednesday, but that was just a weird version of Freaky Friday. Oh my gosh. Just let you know, I am not good with body switching. Just let you know, not good with body switching. But, in a way, now that I think about it, Alvin, he actually switched bodies with both Jeanette and Brittany. It was definitely really weird. Now, all he has to do is just switch bodies with Eleanor, and then he'll have the complete set.
No, thank you. I'm done with body switching.
Okay, I understand. But, Simon, now that I do think about it, some of your machines, they did actually cause all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. Which is why I destroyed them afterwards.
Well, at least you did know that, they can be dangerous at times. Plus, not to mention that fight scene when the boys were taking down the pizza drones, that was definitely awesome. That was awesome. Okay, well, anywho, back to you, Theodore. So, this question here is for you, Theo. How is it that, you're like you're around 15 or 16 or something, and yet you still play with, toys and all that stuff? Like, you're in high school and you still play with all that stuff.
Well, sometimes, us teenagers, we sometimes like to channel that inner child, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, think about it. I'm sure there's lots of teenagers out there who still play with toys and stuff.
Yeah, but not as much as you, Theo. Not as much as you, Theo. I mean, think about it.
Well,
okay, sorry, Theodore, I'm sorry. It's just that, it's because, some people, it is hard for them to grow up, especially after, what they have done for, I don't know how many years. I mean, think about it. You grew up, playing with toys and all that other stuff, but, if you think about it, I guess old habits die hard, huh?
yeah, I guess so. But anyway, yeah, so that's why I keep playing with them.
Oh, I see. But it's okay, Theodore. It's okay. We are not gonna judge you at all. And sorry if you felt like I was judging you. I wasn't trying to judge you or anything. But anyway, on to the group question for the boys. Dave, go ahead and ask this question. I think you might like it. I read it over.
Okay. So this question here is for the boys. Did you guys ever forgive the girls for what they did to you in the episode Addiction? What the world? What did the girls do to you boys?
Oh, I'll tell you what they did.
Flame, don't say anything. Look, Dave, it was just a simple, harmless test.
Oh really? What were you testing?
Well, it was for psychology. It was for a psychology class. You see, we wanted to test to see if people can, control their addictions. So we thought maybe the boys could be perfect for it. So what we did was we locked them into 3 separate rooms with their favorite things. If they can last 1 hour in that room without touching their favorite things, then of course, they won't be addicted. But if they can't, that means they're proof that they're addicted.
Huh, that doesn't seem too bad.
Oh, really? Then how about when they decided to kick it up a notch? It was Brittany's idea, just let you know.
Flame, don't say anything.
No, Brittany, no, I'm gonna tell them. See, what they did was, a few minutes into that test, Brittany thought it would be cool to kick it up a notch into 3 levels. You see, for Alvin, they decided to send in a little kid who's an amateur gamer. And decided to play that new video and to play that game in front of Alvin, knowing that Alvin would want to play. Then they sent in an amateur person. To build a build the hoverboard for Simon. But he was a bit of an amateur too, because he was building it all weird and stuff. And last but not least, for Theodore, the girls sent in 2 little girls in there and told them that they can eat their cupcakes in that room with Theodore.
Oh, I see. Go ahead and tell me more.
I'm glad that you're enjoying this, because again, this is all Brittany's idea.
Flame.
No, Brittany, I'm saying it. Then here comes the third level. For Alvin, they decided to invite Alvin's rival, Carter Humphrey, the richest person in school, to challenge Alvin. And of course, Alvin, he can't back down from a challenge, especially if it's from Carter. And last but not least, for Simon, they send a text to that amateur dude to leave without turning on the hoverboard. Because, it's just killing Simon. And last but not least, for Theodore, they decided to ask the girls to let them, offer Theodore a cupcake. And of course, the boys really didn't last that long. They lasted like half an hour. And the whole goal was an hour. So basically, in a way, the girls was really testing them, and Brittany was trying to break them to prove their points.
Oh.
Now, Brittany, you were wrong for that.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boys. I really am.
Brittany, we're gonna have to have a talk with Miss Miller for, torturing my boys.
I know. I'm really sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. Anyway, they did somewhat kinda get my revenge. They somewhat kinda got their revenge.
Yeah, you see, Jeanette, she actually made a room especially for Brittany. It was full of many different clothes, hats, and many different accessories and stuff, knowing that Brittany's a fashion trait and all. Brittany didn't even last 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know how the boys felt.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Brittany. We all still love you, even if you did try to, manipulate the boys really quickly. Anyway, and all that because of a bet that you and Alvin made. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's just keep the ball rolling. Let's keep the ball rolling with the next bunch of questions. It's for the girls. Brittany, this question here is for you. Okay, Brittany, this question here is for you. So, Brittany, during that episode Body Snatcher, is it true that you actually did have feelings for Alvin? Is it true, huh?
Okay, fine. I'll admit it. I did like Alvin back then. I did like Alvin back then, okay? I did like Alvin. I mean, I just never seen anybody stand up for me like that. So, during that time, I immediately liked Alvin. I really did. I really did like him a whole lot. I mean, sure, we are friends and all, but during that time, I actually did think that, he was absolutely nice and sweet and kind. But it was just really difficult for me. because, he was just really nice and sweet. But then he started thinking, I'm a body snatcher. Then he started thinking I was a body snatcher. All because of, all the past things that happened in the past.
Oh, really? What kind of things happened in the past?
Well, there was that time. Well, Alvin, he pretty much thinks that, whenever I'm being nice to him, it's always a trick. It's always a trick. So I'm guessing he might have thought it was a trick.
Yikes. Alvin, is that true?
Yes, it was true. I really did think that, Brittany was trying to trick me. But all in reality, I found out she actually did like me. And plus, that was the last time I'm ever going to listen to Kevin ever again.
Oh, yeah. Kevin was the one who fed your mind about body snatchers, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Well, don't listen to him ever again, dude, because obviously Kevin doesn't really know what the heck he's talking about. He may be a great kid and all, but not really good at that type of stuff. But anyway, Jeanette, this question here is for you. Okay, Jeanette, this question here is for you. And Dave, you can go ahead and ask it.
Right. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, Jeanette, this question here is for you. How did you feel when you found out that Simon was going away to, camp? And you were really determined to keep him home, weren't you?
Well, yes, I actually was really determined to keep him home because I would have missed him. I really would have missed him. Because, it was another thing. Another thing, though, I really, really wanted, Simon to be there with me because, like I said, I was gonna miss him. And, it was just really hard for me to, just process without Simon. Anyway, that's when, I teamed up with Alvin and Theodore and everybody else to, help keep Simon home. We called it Operation Saving Simon. It was just really crazy and all, but it was definitely something.
Yeah, I know. But all in reality, it was just, him going to science camp.
Yeah, that's when we made our big mistake.
Yeah, that was definitely bad. Yeah, that was definitely bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was definitely something.
Yeah, it was, but we did sort of kind of made it up to Simon by bringing the camp to him.
Yeah, I know. That was definitely interesting. Okay, well, anyway, next up is Eleanor. Okay, Eleanor, this question here is for you. So, out of all the sports did you play, which sport did you like the most? Like, between the sports that you liked playing. Like, for example, soccer, baseball, skateboarding, and lots of others. So, which ones did you like the most?
Well, I'm definitely gonna have to say soccer, because I really enjoyed playing soccer. I really did enjoy playing soccer. It's a really nice sport. I really do find myself relaxed when I play soccer, because, I take all my frustrations out of my, life by just kicking, and it does help a lot. I mean, most people do play sports and stuff to, just calm themselves. I do find myself playing soccer a lot, so it's a great way to, just calm myself down a little.
Well, that's good to know. That is definitely good to know.
Plus, not to mention, with each kick that I push, that I do, I somewhat feel a whole lot better.
Well, that's good to know. I'm glad that you do feel a whole lot better when you do play soccer. Okay, well, anyway, let's move on to the group question for the girls. Okay. All right, ladies, this question here is for you. Is it true that you guys always try and outdo the boys every now and then?
What do you mean? Yeah, we don't always try and outdo the boys. Actually, girls, one time we actually did try and outdo the boys. Eleanor, shush.
Guys, come on. Guys, come on. We all know for a fact that you guys did try to outdo the boys in lots of things. Like for example, Alvin and Brittany, you guys were really trying to, see if Alvin can't go 1 minute without, breaking character. And Brittany, you were really trying your best to, have him break that habit, weren't you?
Yeah, mainly because I wanted the lead. But he actually got it. I did keep forgetting he is a really great actor.
Yeah, exactly. And Jeanette, what about you? One time you actually tried to go against Simon to see who's the better inventor.
Well, yeah, in a way, yeah, but in the end, Simon actually ended up helping me. Simon actually ended up helping me, and then I ended up helping him. So, in a way, it was even.
Yeah. And last but not least, Eleanor, sometimes you tried and outdo Theodore when it came to cooking.
Well, not really. Not really. I mean, both Theodore and I were both really good cooks. We're both really good cooks. But sometimes we do compare recipes a lot to see who's better. But then, people, seem to make my thing better. Like mine better.
Oh boy. But it's okay. But it's okay. I know that you girls don't accidentally, try and outdo the boys. But it's okay. Okay, anyway, we're down to the last question for the day, and it's for all 6 of you. And it's for all 6 of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this question here is for both groups. Do you guys if you guys remember correctly, which monster did you guys? Okay, wait, no, hang on. Which era did you guys like the most? The 50s, the 90s, the live action, or your cartoon that's playing right now, your 2015 version? So, which era? The 50s, the 90s, the live action, or right now? Okay, Alvin, you start.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with right now because, today we're actually really cool and stuff, and we're back in the spotlight because you see, not that many people may not remember us back in the day.
Ah, I see. Well, and mainly because that's your troublesome era. That's the time you always got in trouble. Yikes. Anyway, Simon, what about you?
I'm gonna have to say the 90s, because the 90s, that was definitely really great. Especially that 90s movie that we did, Batmunk. That was definitely awesome. And it was really cool to have the spotlight.
Yeah, I will have to admit, all those chipmunk reenactment of some famous movies, that was definitely awesome. Like Batmonk was the representation of, Batman. Then there was RoboMonk, the representation of RoboCop. Then there was Kong, the representation of King Kong. And then there was Daytona Jones and the Pearl of Wisdom. Then everybody knows that that's the representation of Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, I'm guessing. And of course, there's my all-time favorite one that you guys did, Chip Tracy. Chip Tracy, and that's a representation of I forgot what it was called. If you guys remember the actual name of Chip Tracy, let me know in the comments if you guys remember it, because it's definitely something. But anyway, yeah, Theodore, what about you? Which one did you like the most?
I'm definitely gonna have to go with the 50s. Because back then, I'm less fat.
Wait, Fat? Theodore, nobody thinks that you're fat. Nobody thinks that you're fat.
I mean, come on, think about it. Come on, in the 90s, I had so much baby fat. I had so much baby fat. I mean, it was just weird. And in the live action, they made my butt big. They made my butt big. Well, the bottom half of me big. Really big. Well, not that big, but still, they made me look like I was big and chubby. And today, I'm still trying to, diet and exercise and do all sorts of things.
I do have to admit, you are a whole lot leaner than all your other past selves.
You really think so?
Yeah, honestly.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go with today. I'm gonna have to go with today. I changed my mind.
Well, okay. Okay, Britt, what about you? Which era did you like? I know that you weren't in the 50s, so out of the 90s, the live action, and today, which one did you like?
Well, I definitely gonna have to say the 90s, 'cause I was definitely a great fashionista there. I mean, especially when it came to going out on dates, and Valentine's Days, and special events and stuff. I mean, come on, I was practically a fashion trait.
Yeah, all those long red dresses and stuff you've been wearing, and all those other stuff too. And all that other stuff too. I mean, come on, obviously. And what about you, Jeanette? What about you?
I think I'm gonna have to go with the live action. I'm gonna have to go with the live action because in the 90s and in right now, I'm a bit of a klutz. So I'm just glad that, in the live action, I'm not that much of a klutz. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the live action.
Okay. Now, Eleanor, what about you? Which era did you like the most?
I'm gonna have to go with, that's a good question. If you ask me, I think I'm gonna have to go with the, 90s. Because you see, the 90s, that was definitely interesting. And I was a whole lot more sassy and stuff. Well, I'm sassy now, but, the reason why I picked the 90s is because, well, there is this one special event that I remember that happened during the 90s.
Yeah, I think I might know what happened.
Yeah, it was that scene in Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman when we really bonded. When Theodore and we really bonded.
Yeah, I really do have to admit, there were a lot of Thelanor moments in that scene. I do have to admit, it is really great. But anyway, so all of you picked different eras. If I had to pick, I would have to say all the eras. Whether it be in the 50s, the 90s, the live action, or right now, aka 2015, or the 2015 version, whichever one. It doesn't really matter to me because it doesn't matter if you guys change your look, your voice, and all sorts of things. All 6 of you are still chipmunks at heart. You guys are all still the same chipmunk.
Flame, real quick, we got a bonus question here.
A bonus question? Okay, let me see, what is it? Oh my gosh. And it's for the Chipettes. Whoa, okay. So, bonus question. This question here is for the Chipettes, and it's a group question. Whatever happened to Charlene the Chipette? Oh, shoot, that is a good question. Whatever happened to her? Brittany, I understand that she's a prototype of you, I believe.
Yes. You see, guys, for those of you guys who don't remember Charlene the Chipette, you see, Charlene, she's mainly me. She was mainly me. I'm Charlene. Well, Charlene, she was the prototype me. Because you see, back in the day, they were actually just trying to create, female chipmunks. And of course, they created Charlene. She did have her spotlight, which was good. back in the day with, singing with Alvin and Crocodile Rock and having a little bit of a cameo in Surfing Safari, the music video. Anyway, so yeah, she's definitely a prototype version of me. Because back in the day, the prototype actually had like long golden hair in a ponytail like me. And she wore a red dress, purple earrings, wore red lipstick, purple eyeshadow, a red dress, a tight red dress, and red heels. And her personality, really seductive. So, yeah, they decided to change me up a little bit, but it was all good. It was all good. Yeah, because you see, Charlene, she was definitely something. I really, honestly don't know what the heck the Chipettes would be if she was still around.
Well, I heard that Charlene, she is still around.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I actually did some digging around, and it turns out she is alive.
Wait, she is?
Yeah, she's back in your world. She's back in your world. Because, you see, now that I think about it, all of you, she does count as a Chipette. And that is the Alvin and the Chipmunks world. So, obviously, you guys, forgotten all about her. But, it's okay. Anyway, it's okay. So, anywho, so all three of you might need to think about, bringing her back to the group, because I'm pretty sure that she misses you a whole lot. I'm pretty sure she misses you a whole lot. Anyway, so, ladies, maybe you might think about bringing Charlene back here.
No need for that.
Wait, what? Dave, you actually brought her here?
Yes, she's actually right outside. I was actually waiting for the perfect time. So, yeah, I actually did bring her here.
Wow. Well, I guess right at the end, we saved the best for last. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Charlene the Chipette. Charlene, are you coming in?
Yes, I'm right here. Hello there, my darlings.
Whoa, hello. Okay. When you guys said that she's seductive, I had no idea that she was this seductive. Wow. Okay, well, and she's good looking too. Wow. You guys can't see her, but wow, I'm not gonna lie, she is definitely something. But how come she's in her 90s style?
That's how Charlene was first created, in the 90s. But she never actually got a live action or a reboot.
Oh, well, it's okay. She still looks pretty good, though. Anyway, I guess that's it for this episode of Ask the Sonic Crew, guys. And I do like to thank the Chipmunks and the Chipettes for coming on here from their busy schedule. And Dave, I also would like to thank you for helping me out with the questions.
It's no problem. Well, boys and girls, we might as well head back to our world.
Well, alrighty, guys. I guess we'll see you later. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below. And also, let me know in the comments down below if you guys agree with everything that the girls and the boys said. Oh, and also, let me know in the comments if you guys want me to bring them onto the channel. Because, I wouldn't mind bringing them on for a DeviantArt or a Google or, a Would You Rather. I wouldn't mind at all. Anywho, this is Flame the Dragon Hog. Oh, I almost forgot. And if you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so that way you guys will be up to date whenever I post. Okay, guys? Anyway, Dave, is there anything else you'd like to say before we head on out?
All I have to say is, one of you boys has actually left the faucet running at the house before we came here. Does anybody know who did it?
Dave, listen, I was just in a rush to get here.
Alvin?
But look, I'll just clean up everything.
Alvin?
Okay, look, I was singing in the shower and I totally forgot to, turn off the water because, okay, Dave, you might as well just do it.
Alvin!
And there it is. Anyway, this is Flame the Dragon Hog signing out for now. Later, flamethrowers.